Well, would you look at that? The old gang's all here.
It's been a while, Aizen.
That's...
Shinji Hirako. So that's what was going on. You were hiding in the world of the living.
It's been a long time. Is there anybody in particular that you want to say hi to in the 13 Court Guard squads?
Not me!
Nobody in the 13 Court Guard squads.
All right, well, I think that I should go and say hello to the head captain.
Hey! Hold up, Shinji!
Tell me, have you come here to seek revenge?
Yeah, against Aizen. I don't really care about you. If I hate you for anything, it's for deciding to fight inside of a super strong force field. If we didn't find Lieutenant Sasakibe patrolling outside, then we probably would have been going around in circles forever.
Shinji Hirako, let me ask you this. Can we consider you our allies for now?
All right, so, what do you think? Of course not. We're not actually your allies, but to that I'll add this. We're Aizen's enemies. And Ichigo's ally.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Are you just about done talking to him?
No, but I think we're just about out of time. It seems to me that the enemy's going to run out of patience very soon.
Man, that boy is way too noisy. Now the mood is ruined. I really don't like that about him, not one bit.
The words "wonder why speaks" have meaning. Shut up and watch.
No.
Are those all Gillians?
Get ready. Is coming. I'm gonna get you. Let's go. I'm stubborn. You have this coming. I'll crush you. Take a look at that. Yori's going all out.
Idiot! Would you shut up? If there was ever a time to take out my several decades worth of frustration, it's now!
Whoa! Unbelievable! Those guys are crazy strong!
What are these guys?
Shinji, why are you just standing there? Lazy idiot.
If I tried even a little, then there'd be none left over for you. I won't hold back, son. Come on, let's end this.
Sajin.
Let me help you, masked visitor.
You sure? Do you want to help a bunch of oddballs like us? Although, from the look of things, you seem to be pretty odd yourself.
You people didn't hesitate when it came time to confront the Manos Grande. That maneuver is reason enough for me to help you. I've decided that I'm going to fight at your side. I won't hear any objections, masked visitor.
What's up with this guy anyway? I don't deal with uptight people well.
He sure made his intentions known. But we definitely don't have time to sit around wondering. about whether you're friends or your enemies.
That's exactly right. It really doesn't take all that much to turn strangers into comrades when troubling circumstances require it.
The enemy of an enemy can be a good ally. End of story. Isn't that reason enough?
I can't argue with that.
It's very nice to see you again, Soifone.
Wait! You two know each other? If that's the case, why didn't you tell me?
No clue. Never seen him before.
I had a sneaking suspicion that you might say that. You know, your opinion about us is quite clear. We know you don't think very highly of us. I was observing your earlier battle. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I came here. He released his aging energy against your Bankai. The effect that it had was to project it far in front of him, and it also directed its blast away from him. I will make sure that I seal him in. In that instant, fire off your Bankai at a close enough distance that his power won't be able to protect him from it.
So you too, huh? All you people know about my Bankai? That little pig.
I realize that you don't really want to aid anyone who's associated with Mr. Urahara. Very well. I'm listening. So go ahead and give me your terms.
I don't care one whit who you might be, or what exactly you're able to do. When it comes to my power, you're all equally helpless to stand against it. Well, you too can perish and become a skeleton.
Dragon Tail Castle Gate, Tiger Bite Castle Gate, Turtle Armor Castle Gate, Phoenix Wings Castle Gate. Shiju Simon!
Comical! Comical! I rule over aging. Buying time against me is an action equivalent to spitting on a god.
That force field isn't actually intended to contain you.
You worms!
Swear again that you'll seal Kisuke Urahara in your force field for a month starting tomorrow. Yakura Koben! Do it!
Captain!
Usually, my limit for Jakura Koben is only once every 3 days. I've had to fire it twice. Twice in just 1 day. You'll pay for that.
Yes, of course.
Unforgivable. Utterly unforgivable. I'm badly injured. I've been gravely mistreated. You ants aren't going to get away with this! Repent for the insolence that you've shown by disobeying the Great One, and turn to dust!
This can't be. Is he immortal?
It's futile! You must know your place! Respect me. I am the great Emperor, Paragon Luisenbahn! I am the god of Hueco Mundo!
Hachiguru Shoda!
Soul Reapers, and humans, and Hollows, and Arankars, their differences and quarrels, will and freedom, birds and beasts, plants, the moon and stars and the sun, all of them are insignificantly small. The power I wield is the one absolute in this world. Everything else is meaningless. The rest of existence shrinks to complete insignificance in the face of it. To be subordinate to my supreme power is simply how the world is supposed to be arranged. It's the only proper and legitimate order of all existence. There can be no equality, not when it's between opposing powers. Look, gaze into these eyes of mine, and see the truth. To me, your lives are insignificant. They are exactly the same as those of ants. What's this? What's happened to your arm? What are you trying to do?
I bestowed it upon you.
What is this?
Earlier, what you told us. I mean, the part about wielding absolute power in this world.
You went so far as to sever your own arm? You used your force field to cut it off and then sent it inside me?
If it's true, if yours is the one absolute power, then that means not even you would be able to withstand it.
You ant! You will pay! You will pay! You ants! All of you ants will pay!
In the Soul Society, there are no gods. That is, except for the Soul Reapers. You see, that's the reason why we aren't really able to fathom the meaning of your words. Please forgive our impiety, God of Hueco Mundo. I thought that it was all rather strange. Anyone that his power touched began to age, decayed, and turned to dust. So, in light of that, just how did he, a skeleton, avoid turning into dust himself? In short, I developed a hypothesis. I came up with the theory that he must have a different power, covering the surface of his body, that repelled his own power and prevented it from acting upon himself. And then I thought, if that was the case, what would happen if I were to somehow insert something that contained his own power inside his body? It seems, in the end, my hunch was correct. He too was just another one of the universe's many small creatures, fearing death and striving to stave off old age to prevent its arrival.
Number 2 died and he didn't even say a single word. How disappointing. but getting revenge isn't really my style.
You're leaving yourself open to attacks. Does a guy like you get rattled after losing allies?
Stark! Hey, Stark! What do you think you're doing? Aren't you gonna get revenge? Just look at you!
Didn't I say it wasn't my style? Forget it. Lord Eisen has no intention of helping us out. These guys are tough. I don't care anymore. Somebody's gonna die if we keep fighting like this. So let's just go home and take a nap.
Come on, Stark! Are you totally crazy? You're the Primera! Start acting like it! Stop trying to look all cool and go do something already! Why do you think Lord Eisen did it, huh? Why do you suppose he gave you that number? He believes in you. Why else would he do it? If you don't want to see any more of us die, then you gotta get out there and fight!
I guess you're right. Let's go, Stark.
Sorry if I end up hurting you. Play some kids' games with me. Win and you live, lose and you die. It's selfish that way. So, let's play to the death, shall we? So, what should we play today?
Shall we?
That was close. Time for...
What the... You...
I wasn't hiding anything at all. My Katen Kyokotsu just wasn't up to it earlier. That's why I get tired of playing with this child. My Katen Kyokotsu can take a child's game and actually turn it into reality. It makes all the rules. Anyone who steps inside Katen Kyokotsu's realm of spiritual pressure is forced to obey what already has been established in it, including me. Well then, I guess we'd better get going. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you'll both...
I was hoping I could just run around until the battle was over. I guess that's not possible now.
Not a fan of schoolyard games?
I can't deal with this. I almost...
How's your tag game? Well, ready or not. No hard feelings. Whoever wins.
I can't deal with this.
I'll be with you until you're dead. What'll it do? Appreciate the life on this. Well then, I guess we'd better get going. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you'll both win and you live, lose and you die. It's selfish like that. My sword is dear to me, but I admit it's hard to be at its beck and call. So, how's your tag game? Well, ready or not. There's no going back now. Well then, I guess we better get going. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you'll both...
So, you have another trick up your sleeve.
Sheesh. A little... Hey.
Out of my way. Step aside, Gin. I'm only here in order to seek revenge on Aizen.
Tell the truth. Do you really believe that any of us would simply get out of the way? And besides, I've always wanted to fight against you at least once, Captain Hirako.
That's enough, Gin. Let's end this.
What did you say?
Lord Aizen.
Fact is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. Gin, Kaname, let's go. I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
Aizen?
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hirako.
Hiyori!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Hiyori!
Well, all right then. That's one down.
Hiyori! Hiyori! Hiyori!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hirako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi!
Yes.
I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hirako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade.
That's an interestingly shaped sword.
Nice, isn't it? You can't borrow it.
But I don't feel any change taking place now. Didn't you say it takes over and redirects the senses?
What are you talking about? The change is already in effect now. I'm right here. Like this? What is this? Nonsense. Like this? How's this coming? I'll just kill you. This is the part. Now keep on coming down. It's been 101 years, Aizen. I've been waiting. It's been ages, and now it's payback time. I'd always been wary of you ever since the first time that we met. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason you got us into this mess. But I'm going to protect them this time. I'll be sure to make things right. You have this coming. I'm gonna get you. You don't have anyone. There's no one that you can truly trust. But I'm not like you. I don't fight alone. I'll show you that. So,
this is trivial with strength such as mine.
it seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex!
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hirako.
It's the opposite of the time before.
I knew this would happen. I knew that one day we would eventually cross swords. And I was certain that when we did, it would be a fight to the death. Ready?
I'm sorry, Captain Komamura. Please, I beg you, let me join in on this fight.
Shuhei!
It's been a while, Captain Tosin. I've come here to thank you.
You've grown wise. Or are you being sarcastic?
Are your wounds healed? Why bother asking? It's obvious. He's still struggling with injuries.
I'm grateful. Thank you for all your teachings. With everything I've been fortunate enough to learn from you, I will open your eyes and pull you back to the Soul Society.
Open my eyes. You open my eyes. You haven't changed. Shuhei, I thought I told you that those who don't know fear have no right whatsoever to fight. You haven't changed at all. Not a bit. Even in those words of yours, there wasn't a hint of fear lurking in them. I will lose here.
Over here. Won't let you. So slow. Don't get smart. Keep your eyes on me. Won't let you. Strike back. Still want more? Strike back. I'm not done yet. Keep your eyes on me. So slow.
Time is made to reap souls.
Wrong way. This is the end.
I'm surprised Lord Aizen is on the front line himself. If Lord Aizen is standing up, then we must face off against each other with our true powers.
You mean Bankai? There's nothing I'd like more. I too am...
Bankai? Don't make me laugh. Lord Aizen has blessed me. He's given me a power that's far greater than any mere Bankai could hope to be.
Kaname! Don't tell me you'd... Kaname... Kaname!
Captain! Is that holification? Captain Tosin?
It is.
You've fallen so far, Kaname. What is this power?
It's such a funny thing. That half-Soul Reaper boy you people consider to be your friend. He possesses the ability to holify too. So why is it that you despise me, when all that I've done is acquire the same power?
Because Ichigo Kurosaki had no choice in the matter at all. But you did. You chose of your own free will to stray from the path you'd been on, despite having remarkable skills as a Soul Reaper. What you did was depraved, Tosin.
Depraved? In what way is a Soul Reaper becoming more like a hollow depraved? That's a simplistic judgment from one who sees all hollows as bad and all Soul Reapers as good.
No! What I mean when I say depraved is your betrayal of your comrades and friends. All just in order to gain excessive power. That's what's depraved.
Sajin.
Captain Tosin. But why? Open your eyes, Captain Tosin! You are...
Shuhei, you understand nothing at all. My eyes are open. They're open to the path of justice. I told you, the path that I walk down is justice. If you would hinder that path, I will consider you an evil that must be removed.
You're not really him. You aren't Captain Tosin. Not anymore. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye.
I didn't attack with enough force. Seems I'm still too soft.
No. I managed to dodge it by half a step. Once you've drawn your sword, always position yourself to be able to sidestep any attack. Captain Tosin, you taught me that yourself. It's obviously made to reap souls. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye. I'm losing you. Don't miss it.
I'm still too soft.
Let's go. So slow!
Take away your peace. In the name of justice.
Still want more?
I won't let you get these armies made to reap souls.
Wrong way. This is the end.
What's wrong, Shuhei? Why have you called me out here? Just what do you want to talk to me about?
Captain Tosin, please dismiss me as a seat officer!
That's what you wanted to ask me? If this is about your mistake in yesterday's drill, don't worry. It happens to everyone in the beginning.
No! Not a mistake! Nor was it carelessness that made me hesitate. I was scared. You see, my right eye was wounded when I went to the world of the living for a drill. And now, ever since then, whenever I draw my sword or face an enemy, I always take a half step back emotionally. Captain Tosin, I confess that I'm afraid to fight. Back then, on that day, you told me that was why I should remain a seat officer. You told me that power is not the most important thing for a warrior. It's the fear of battle. It's because we know the fear of battle that we are able to grasp our swords and fight for those who also fear battle. Those who don't fear the very sword they hold are not worthy of holding one. If you're really afraid of fighting, if the thought of battle fills you with dread, you've already acquired something that's positively invaluable to a warrior. But now, I don't understand, Captain Tosin. Those were your words. Why did you throw everything away for the sake of power? What is it? Tell me, what is it that you fear now? Captain Tosin!
I do fear something. I've had the same fear for 100 years. The fear of assimilating and dying as a Soul Reaper.
Shuhei! Tell me this. Why did you become a Soul Weaver?
Revenge. Didn't you ever wonder about the reasons behind it? Did you never ask why someone would join such an organization? One that had murdered his dearest friend.
For so long, I thought it was about justice. All this time, I always labored under the impression that what you wanted most was to honor your friend's passion for justice.
That's exactly right. It was about justice.
So why?
Then tell me what justice is! To forgive the one who murdered a beloved friend? That would certainly be virtuous. But are they the same? Is virtue justice? No! To continue living in peace without seeking to avenge the dead is vice!
You will be slain!
Wasn't supposed to be like this. Don't get stuck.
You're in my rings.
I'm not done yet. Don't get stuck.
Push through! All right. Well, it appears that I have drastically misunderstood your motives. If that's the way you really feel, I suppose that you and I were destined to collide.
So you'd kill me because we don't see eye to eye? Is that justice too, then? Don't make me laugh.
That's completely right. It is justice that we're talking about. If our convictions are irreconcilable, trying to persuade you is pointless. I have to slay you for the Soul Society. It will bring me no joy. But still, I'm glad I learned your true feelings first. Despite all of this, my heart has already forgiven you.
Already forgiven me? Is that what you said? Oh, please, don't talk as if you're some kind of a god, Sajin. Tell me, when did I ever ask to be forgiven? If you want to kill me, then kill me if you can! See if you can still say that after you've seen my resurrection! Suzumushi Yakushiki! Piaroglio! I can see, Sajin! I can see! That's the sky, that's blood, and that's the world! And there, that's you, Sajin. It's worse than I thought. You're uglier than I imagined.
Kaname, you... Alkai! Kokuju Tingen Meoho!
Los 9 aspectos. If I'm able to wound that giant, then you'll end up being wounded as well. It's a rather inconvenient Bankai, eh, Sajin? Because of its tremendous destructive force, it probably never even entered your imagination that an enemy might survive your attack, or even strike back at you.
Kaname, at that time, I noted that there was a small untruth in your words. Several times I noticed that you mentioned the world that she loved, but I also observed that you never called it the world you love. I understood. I thought, he says that because it's clear that he hates the world. I understood more than enough. No, actually it was a bit different. I was glad. Anyone who'd lost a loved one was bound to feel the same way. You see, I was glad that you weren't a saint, that you weren't someone who claimed to love the world even after what you lost. And that's the reason I decided to become a true friend to you. If you knew sadness, I would embrace it. If I knew joy, then you would share it with me. If you went astray, I would correct you. If you made a mistake, I would forgive you. When you had nowhere else to go, I would become the refuge you needed. All this so that this man who could no longer love the world might love it again. Kaname!
Let's put an end to this, Sergeant. This is what my justice looks like!
I shall not thaw yet. I will squander this chance. This what? Hang on just a moment longer.
Justice isn't something that can be expressed with words.
Forgive me, Iba. Forgive me, Shuhei. Forgive me, Kaname. But I can't do it. I can't cut him. What?
You're not him. You're not Captain Tosin. Not anymore. The Tosin who was blind. He would have dodged an attack like this one. Reap. Hateshini.
Something's not right. No, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I can't see. I can't see anything. Anything. Why? 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 Sajin. Shuhei.
Don't talk. Your hollow powers are enabling you to continue to breathe, but your throat has been torn. You don't need to talk right now. Kaname, earlier, before the battle began, you said that you knew all along that we'd eventually have to cross swords. To tell you the truth, I was thinking the same thing as we fought. I suppose Shuhei was as well. Our relationship has been superficial until now. So I suppose that we were destined, one day, to cross swords and to truly get to know each other. I'm not saying not to hate me or put aside your grudge. Just don't let your hunger for revenge change who you are. Just as it was with the loss of your friend for you. To lose you now would leave me with an immense hole in my heart.
Thank you. Sajin. Shui, let me take a good look at your face. I can still see now, thanks to the effects of hollification. I want to see it. I want to look at your face while I still can.
Captain! Captain! Aizen!
Don't look at his Shikai. The only way to avoid that is to end this with one strike. Cut him! Cut him! I'm behind him!
It's been a while, Ryoka boy.
My first strike! He blocked it!
That was a nice attack, but your target was a poor one. The back of the neck is every creature's worst blind spot. Did you think that I'd ever step into battle without placing defensive measures there?
I blew it! I can't believe I did that! I was so focused on not messing up my hollification that I missed my opportunity! I should have just struck him while I was still hollified!
I bet that I can guess what you're thinking. You wasted your first strike. You should have struck me while you were hollified. One strike might have finished me if you'd done so. Try again. Go on ahead. I'll show you your own hubris. Why are you keeping your distance? Are you frightened? Are you afraid to get too close and lose sight of any part of me? Distance really only matters when a fight is between two combatants of equal strength. Since we're talking about you and me, distance becomes irrelevant. Let me ask you something, Ryoka boy. What are you doing this for? Why are you fighting me? Is it because you hate me? Well, you shouldn't. After all, the fact that you're here means at least one thing. Orihime Inoue is safe. Judging from the way that you look, I think it's safe to assume that none of your friends are dead. If that's all true, can you really hate me from the bottom of your heart? It's impossible. You're not filled with hatred right now. You're only swinging your sword with a sense of duty. I don't believe that you'll touch me like that. A fighting spirit that lacks hate is like an eagle without wings. You can't protect anything if you're feeling like that. All of your powerless friends will be little more than dead weight that's only holding you down.
Don't let him intimidate you, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Sajin!
Taunts are his specialty. Lose yourself and you lose your life. Don't worry. I know the reason why the captains who went to Hueco Mundo decided to send you here first. I won't let you see Aizen's Shikai.
We'll fight. We'll do all that we can to protect you.
Fight to protect me? What? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy! Look at you, you're all beat up!
What's so crazy about it? I mean, to be honest, allowing you to fight alone would be even crazier. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who wouldn't appreciate you doing this single-handedly. Listen, don't try to take all this on yourself. That's arrogance. Every one of us has a stake in this battle.
You hurled yourself at me without giving it much thought. That was terribly reckless of you, Captain Hitsugaya.
Somebody had to be the one to make the first move, and missing an opportunity to attack plays right into your hands. I have to commend you. After all, you didn't use Kyoka Suigetsu on your very first swing.
Allow me to commend you in turn for being wise enough not to try to attack all by yourself.
Are you implying that we're cowardly, Captain Aizen?
I correct myself if it sounded that way, Captain Kyoraku.
Toshiro! Shunsui!
You have my gratitude, Ichigo Kurosaki. I believe that if you hadn't attacked Aizen right at that very moment, I would have flown at him in my profound rage, and I would have ended up being killed. So thank you.
What's the deal? Why didn't you bring Orihime back? But I suppose that you at least did come back with Unohana, so I forgive you. Let's go.
Unohana.
You can save all the pleasantries for later on.
Put on your game face already. You'll only get one chance to attack him. You'll squander the opportunity like that. We're fighting to live. And also, we're all fighting to save ourselves. To save you and everybody. To make sure we protect all of them from Aizen. So don't fall behind, Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right. What am I so afraid of? It's the Visored and the Captains. Believe. That's right. I can put my trust in them. Watch closely. See where this battle goes.
Aizen, earlier you said that a blade without hatred is like an eagle without wings. That a sword swung out of duty wouldn't be able to reach you. I'll tell you this since you don't seem to know. Swinging a sword for duty alone is exactly what a captain is supposed to do. To swing a sword out of hatred is nothing but barbaric violence. That isn't a battle. That's not what we'd call it. Aizen, the fact of the matter is, you simply aren't captain material.
Interesting. I confess I'm surprised to hear those words, especially coming from the captain who most likely hates me the most out of anyone. Are you trying to tell me that there's no hatred in that sword you're holding? Or else, perhaps you're implying that all of your hatred just disappeared the moment that Momo showed up here fully healed.
Bunkai. Daiguren Hyoin Maru! It's just like you said before, Aizen. You see, in this sword of mine, there is hatred. I'll admit it. I didn't come here to fight. The reason that I came here is to cut you down where you stand!
Kyoraku. You...
It's over, Aizen.
So naive to rush at an enemy at the first opportunity. That is your greatest weakness, Captain Hitsugaya.
Oh no, everything's backwards. Damn it.
We got him!
They did it! They really did it! The captains pulled it off! Huh? You sure you should be standing up, Momo?
Momo?
Well, well. It looks like we finally reached the turning point. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Gi?
What? What? What the hell are you guys doing?
Momo?
Fiend!
Since when?
Since when? An interesting question. The power of Kyoka Suigetsu is complete hypnosis. It has the ability to create a convincing illusion by controlling all 5 senses of its target at all times.
How long has it been, huh? Just how long have you been using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Then let me ask you this. For how long now have you been under the illusion that I wasn't using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Shiro... But... why?
Aizen! Wait, Captain Hitsugaya!
Vulnerabilities everywhere. I won't kill you. With the kind of power you have, I'd imagine that it would be difficult to even pass out from a wound like that. Now, just watch. You can observe the end of this battle as you lie helplessly on the ground. So the head captain finally arrives. But you're too late. You're the only captain left who's got any real ability. If you fall, the 13 Court Guard squads are essentially finished. You missed your opportunity. You shouldn't have even bothered to show up.
Just who do you think you are anyway? Ignorant upstart! Do you really believe that you could ever cut me?
I don't merely think that I can. In fact, I already have.
Silence! This... Not this! Incredible! Now, let's go! Not this! Incredible! What? Incredible! All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Jaka!
This is trivial with strength such as mine.
Don't you know why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court God squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged in 1,000 years. You said that I missed my opportunity. Quite the opposite. In fact, the time is now ripe. The battles that you fought up until now were nothing but a prelude that have been leading up to this very moment.
So you set this maneuver up while at the same time your men were being slain. How very cunning of you.
All things of this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Jaka! Even if they be my subordinates, those who cannot contribute are to be abandoned without remorse, and all things that help to achieve victory are to be used to serve the court guard. In the past, that was the philosophy that I taught to all those who serve in the guard. But now, it definitely does feel as though I have changed. Still, the will of the court guard, which I have upheld for the past millennia, shall never falter. To die in order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 Court God squads follow. This is... What? The flame of Ryujin Jaka died out.
Your Ryujin Jaka is the ultimate Sanpakto. There's no doubt of that. If we fought toe-to-toe, then you'd most probably end up winning. But when all other powers are abandoned in order to strengthen a single power, even the ultimate can be opposed. He, Wonderwise, is the only modified Arrancar, and his resurrection is Extinguir. That's right, an Arrancar created for the sole purpose of containing your Ryujin Jaka. To obtain that one power, Wonderwise sacrificed his speech, his intellect, his memory, and even his reason. You can't do anything against that power, the ability for which he exchanged everything. Goodbye, Genryusai Yamamoto.
You are naive. So much so it makes me dizzy. Don't you have any idea of why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged for 1,000 years. I don't believe that I held anything back at all. I must say, you're one tough kid. Well then, if I am not able to defeat you with Ikotsu, I should warn you that this may hurt a little bit. Is that all right? That's right. Your voice has been silenced. You have lost your ability to speak. I am glad. It is a good thing that you no longer look like a child. Now I can beat you to death without feeling any guilt. Sokotsu! Poor creature. With all that was taken from you, you were not robbed of your emotions. How very cruel indeed.
Cruel? Souls that have become hollows have no purpose. They are meant only to mindlessly consume other souls. What's so cruel about trying to provide them with more meaning, to give them a purpose? It's you who is the truly cruel one for shattering that soul to pieces.
I have no intention of getting into a silly argument with you. Speak while you have the chance. Soon enough, it will be over.
Silly arguments? Because you insist on taking my words lightly, you overlook the meaning that's behind them. Remember what I said about X-Teen gear? It was created for the sole purpose of containing the flame of Ryujin Jaka. And when I say contain, I mean trapping it inside your sword, so that no new flames can be produced. But is that the only flame? There's another. That flame was emitted by your sword already. So, where was that flame contained then?
What?
You're a smart man. If all that energy you emitted was to be released in an instant, indiscriminately, you know what would happen. To have minimized the effects of that blast to just this, no wonder you're the head captain of the 13 court guard squads. If you hadn't held it back with your own body, your flame would have easily blasted away the fragile barrier you put up. This tiny town would have been reduced to nothing but ashes and dust. I thank you, Genryusai Yamamoto. Thanks to you, this world was saved from destruction.
Damn you!
Genryusai Yamamoto, I won't tell you that I will spare your life. You're the living embodiment of the Soul Society's history, and I will finish you with my own sword.
How many times must I tell you the same thing, upstart?
His arm is cracking. This is a forbidden technique that can only be activated by sacrificing one's own body.
You're naive. Hado number 96. Itakaso!
I underestimated his willingness to sacrifice his charred body to use as a weapon. Ichigo Kurosaki.
It's time to settle this!
How insulting. Did you truly think that the same attack would work against me more than once?
I'm still here!
Let's go. Can you see me? Let's go. So slow. I'll end this now. Get to I'm not through yet.
Keep coming at me. It won't work. Futile. What? I'm still here.
So slow.
Right there.
So slow.
This is
no big deal. Sorry. What's so funny?
I bet that you're thinking, that was the perfect opportunity. But that was my last vulnerable moment. You missed your chance to kill me, Ichigo Kurosaki.
It was enough. I wounded you.
Wounded me? You call this a wound?
Instant regeneration.
It's not instant regeneration. Did you really believe that I would holofy? This is it instinctively protecting its master.
What do you mean? That's...
the Hogyoku. So I see. This is your spiritual pressure. Magnificent. You've really grown, just as I envisioned.
What?
Your encounter with Rukia Kuchiki. Your Soul Reaper powers were awakened in your battle with Uryu Ishida. You realized the power of your Zanpakuto during your fight with Rinji Abarai. You found a foothold for your Bankai amid your battle with Kenpachi Zaraki. You took a step toward holofying in your battle with Byakuya Kuchiki. In your battle with Grimjow, you mastered holofication. And in your battle with Ulquiorra, it seems that you were able to gain an even greater power. Ichigo Kurosaki, all of the battles that you fought took place in the palm of my hand.
Wait a second. You mean all of my battles took place in the palm of your hand? Hold on, what? But what does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me! Start talking!
Don't raise your voice to me. You shouldn't be so surprised by this. I merely developed a certainty. I became convinced that you'd make the best research subject for me. So I took opportunities to assist you in your development. Didn't you ever suspect something? Didn't you think it rather strange that you, who'd never seen a hollow before in your life, would end up being attacked by one so shortly after you met Rukia Kuchiki? That a Manos Grande would be drawn by Quincy bait, which is only used to lure low-level hollows. That Rukia Kuchiki, whose spiritual pressure hadn't been detected till then, should be so conveniently arrested by the Soul Society just coincidentally when you were beginning in earnest to get the hang of fighting as a Soul Reaper. Rinji Abarai, Kenpachi Zaraki, Byakuya Kuchiki, every one of them fought you when your powers just so happened to have developed to the point where they were nearly equal to their own abilities. Didn't you ever stop to think that it was strange?
Hold on.
Did you chalk it all up to fate? Did you think this attack was a coincidence as well?
Hold on!
Did you think your victories were the result of your own efforts? Don't disappoint me. You should be stronger than this, more perceptive than this. What's the matter? Don't you believe me?
Of course not.
But it's the truth.
It's a lie! You're telling me that you were behind all my battles! That you orchestrated absolutely everything! What kind of moron would believe that? I remember what you said before. You said that when you found Rukia, it was after she had gone missing in the world of the living. But now, you're telling me that you knew me from the moment that I met her? It doesn't add up at all!
You make an interesting point. You just said yourself that it's a lie. In short, you don't believe me. Right now, you claim that my words are nothing but lies, but even so, didn't you believe that what I said to you back then was true? It's understandable. I sympathize with you. In this world, there are no absolute truths or lies. The only thing that exists is harsh reality. Nevertheless, everything that exists in this entire world lives by conveniently believing a few untruths that they convince themselves to be fact. That's essentially the only way they know how to live. But for the weak, who make up the majority of this world, there are some facts which are simply too painful to believe, so their existence is denied. Are you sure that what you believe to be facts are all true? Let me ask you this. Who assigned Rukia Kuchiki to the world of the living? And something else. Who equipped Rinji Abarai with the spiritual pressure detection ability? And yet another question. Who was it that included the information about your whereabouts in the reports given to the lieutenants? And do you truly believe that I was unable to detect the Hogyoku's location for 100 years after it was created?
Okay. One question. Let's go back to earlier. You said that you were sure that I was gonna be the very best subject for your research. Why is that? What made you so sure about it? If you were really watching me from the moment I met Rukia, then tell me, when exactly did you become convinced that I'd be the best?
From the beginning.
Come on, just cut the crap!
Didn't you hear me? I said it was from the beginning. The fact is that I've known you from the very moment you were born.
What?
You were special even from the instant of your birth, because you are human. And also...
That's enough talk, Aizen.
Putting some distance between us, a wise decision. Must be in their blood.
Dad.
Stare all you want. This is for real. I'll explain later. I know you've probably got a lot of questions. I'll tell you every...
I don't. You had your reasons for not telling me. But still, I'm in a real bind here. I don't know how to ask you what I want to ask you, without sounding like I'm disrespecting you. So I guess... I'll just have to wait until you want to tell me.
You're talking as if you're a grown man.
I picked it up. Somebody said something like that to me once. I remember that it made me feel relieved.
They've cloaked their spiritual pressure. That's quite the force field they've put up. You've been watching for an awfully long time, Geen.
I wasn't only sitting there and watching. I just couldn't find an opportunity or reason to step in. That's all.
I see.
It's been quite a while. We haven't fought in a long time. Do you remember it? The last time that we fought? You came charging at me at full steam after I cut Chidambo's arm off. I remember thinking, what an interesting boy.
I don't remember.
You liar. Is that supposed to be an insult?
No. It's not that I can't remember your sword. I just can't remember your heart. I usually understand the minds of the guys that I'm fighting against. I've just been able to sense why that person is fighting. Or like whether they look down on me or not. The stronger that the opponent I'm up against is, the stronger I feel it.
Oh, you're a poet.
Shut up. I didn't get that from you. You may have been fighting, but even if that's true, you weren't looking at me. To be honest with you, I don't know what it was you were looking at.
I thought you were an interesting boy. But, as it turns out, you're just creepy.
Yeah, you're one to talk.
My sword, Shinzo, do you know how far it can extend? 100 sword lengths. That's why they called me Hyapon Zashi, the 100 swords when I was a kid. But then, do you know how far it extends with Bankai? Fine. Then I'll explain it in a way that you'll be able to understand. 8 miles. You ready? You sure? I won't hold back this time. Fool to keep holding back. In this case, I'll have to show you. Bankai. Kamishini no Yari. Sure, let's see it then. Show me what you've got.
Dodge this. No big deal.
There.
That's it. Like my moves?
I didn't feel that.
What's the
Dodging would be a waste of time.
I will. What's the matter?
Nice. Let's go. Very nice.
You're too soft. Dodge this. Let's go. Why are you so surprised? One person's Bankai ought to be able to stop another person's Bankai.
You see, there's no denying it. You really are a creepy kid.
So naive. Dodge this. Let's end this battle. What's the matter? What's the matter? You're too soft.
This is just the start.
Watch closely. Looks like this is it. What's the matter? Kept you waiting. This is Harness's. My holification! Here I come. Let's get started. There. What is yo? I'm sorry, but this is the end. Let's go. Too easy. I'm still here. What a deal. I'll end this now. Get to know.
Kane.
Just as I thought. The scariest thing about your Bankai isn't its length or its destructive force. It's the speed of its lengthening and shortening. I thought about it. There's no point in telling me how long it extends. It was to your advantage not to tell me. But you said what you said on purpose. You wanted to distract me from how fast it stretches and shrinks.
Scary, scary. He's gonna get even stronger, but he's still got a long way to go. Well, now that you've figured it out, I'll tell you just how fast Kamishi ni no Yari extends. You hear that? It's 500 times faster than that. Kamishi ni no Yari isn't the longest Zanpakuto, but it's definitely the fastest. But of course, knowing that won't do you any good.
What's wrong? You're really slowing down a lot. Reached your limit already?
Yes, so it seems. I've reached my limit. As a Soul Reaper, that is. My soul is being replaced. It seems the Hogyoku is finally beginning to understand who I am. I'm saying the Hogyoku has a mind of its own.
Sounds like you're talking nonsense to me.
I don't fault you for not feeling it. I only realized the truth about the Hogyoku after I had become its master. What do you think the Hogyoku's power is exactly? Do you think it controls the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers? Two conflicting opposites? Wrong. The Hogyoku's true power is the ability to read the hearts of those around it and to realize their deepest desires.
What?
Don't you see? Everything that's appeared around Ichigo Kurosaki, Rukia Kuchiki, Kisuke Urahara, nearly everything that you've experienced so far, every last part of it was brought into being by the Hogyoku. Kisuke Urahara didn't understand. He mistook the nature of its power. He thought that it controlled the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, because that was his deepest wish as the Hogyoku's creator. Rukia Kuchiki's spiritual powers were all transferred to Ichigo Kurosaki, causing her to lose her Soul Reaper powers. The reason for that was because she was torturing herself for having killed Kaien Shiba. Yasutora Sado, Orihime Inoue, their special powers were awakened because in the deepest recesses of their hearts, they cursed their own powerlessness and longed to overcome it. I knew that the Hogyoku's true power wasn't actually to control the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, as Kisuke Urahara claimed it was. Because if that were truly the case, then Shinji Hideko and the others would never have ended up becoming completely visored. The hollowifying of Shinji Hideko and the others was an experiment in hollowification, as well as a verification of the Hogyoku's powers. The experiment was an unqualified success. With the activation of the Hogyoku's powers by Kisuke Urahara, Shinji Hideko and the others evolved into complete Visored. And then, armed with my suspicions about the Hogyoku's powers, I took a step and sent Rukia Kuchiki to Ichigo Kurosaki. Of course, even the Hogyoku's power has its limits. It manifests whatever is in the hearts of the beings around it, but it's not quite that simple. It only materializes something if it is within the abilities of the subject at hand. In that sense, it is a power to lead the subject in the direction it wishes to go. But living beings are strange creatures. They are designed to strive so that they may realize whatever their undersized hearts desire.
You...
Way to stop it. That was pretty good, even if it was pure luck.
Ichigo!
Shut up! I'm really close to finishing him off. Stay out of this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Captain Eisen. Did I interrupt your conversation?
No, we're done here. This conversation is over.
Dad? What the heck is that? What's happening?
How should I know?
How appropriate that the name it was given should be Hogyoku. The power it has shatters the horizon, blasting it into its constituent parts, separating the divine and the earthly.